Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. Cristiano Ronaldo sets his mark and says he wants to leave Manchester United. Now this news is coming from, it was first reported by Duncan Castle, and then obviously David Ornstein like a few weeks ago also said about the Chelsea new co-owner having talks with George Mendes, and he also then now reported it and confirmed like today. That is David Ornstein. He confirmed again today that Cristiano Ronaldo has told Manchester United that he wants to leave the club. I'll read out David Ornstein's article, and then also now everything's just somewhat blowing up right now. It's like it's very, very immediate hot news. And also Jonathan Schrager. I don't know if many of you know who Jonathan Schrager is. He's quite close to United. You know, also gets quite a lot of team news when United are playing. But he also said 5 minutes ago that Ronaldo news today is true. He loves Manchester United but doesn't feel that the club currently matches his ambition, and he knows he is reaching the latter stage of his football career. A few teams are interested. Man United want him to stay. Decision to be made in the next days and weeks. Now obviously this is a very, very big decision for Manchester United. Of course Manchester United and Erik ten Hag would not want Cristiano Ronaldo to leave. Even the Glazers would not want Cristiano Ronaldo to leave just because of other reasons. Even if it wasn't for the footballing reasons, the Glazers would love to keep Cristiano Ronaldo, of course. You know, the revenue he brings in alone would be massive. Other clubs, with regards to who would want Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't know. I think Ornstein said Napoli in the tweet. Obviously Chelsea was talked about, Bayern was talked about, PSG have not yet been talked about yet, but teams like that, I must say, however, in my opinion, if Bayern had to come, and let's just say they're first seeing what happened with Lewandowski, and then after Lewandowski goes to Barca, and let's say a club of Bayern's caliber comes and puts a contract on the table for Cristiano Ronaldo, I think Cristiano Ronaldo will leave. I do think he'll leave. I think he'd be thinking, if I go to a club like Bayern Munich, I definitely win the local domestic trophies, and it's a club that could challenge for the Champions League trophy at the end of the season. Then you think of a club like Napoli, you're like, maybe they can win the league, maybe they can win a few domestic things. Never in a million years going to win the Champions League. So why really would you go to a club like Napoli other than just to play in obviously Ronaldo's favorite league, favorite club competition, and obviously to make the record that is already set higher? That could be the only real reason, for me to think of Ronaldo wanting to leave Manchester United for Napoli. Now, I do agree. Like I said, I think all the journalists saying Ronaldo does love this club. Don't get it wrong, Ronaldo definitely does love this club. But I personally, and I know not many of you are going to agree with me, I don't know, I think it's more of a 50-50 split. But I do not blame Cristiano Ronaldo. I do not blame him at all. As a Ronaldo fan, if you look at it through Ronaldo's perspective, he is of the age where he really doesn't have that many years left. Obviously it's Cristiano Ronaldo, so he has a lot more years left than other people would in this age, but he doesn't have it yet. So would you want to spend a year rebuilding a squad that already doesn't match your ambition? And then people who could say that this is a plea, it could just be like a warning from Ronaldo to tell United to get their act together. Let's just talk about that also. So let's just say we got Malacia, let's just say we get De Jong, we get Anthony, and let's say we get Martinez. Now, that's not bad, but it's still not enough. It's not enough for Ronaldo's ambition. Ronaldo would like to win the league year and year. He would like to win a Champions League year and year. He'd like to break individual records year and year. You bring those players in, yes, it might be good for the rebuild, but it's not good enough ASAP for Cristiano Ronaldo. So I just think even with regards to that, Ronaldo is probably thinking, if a good enough offer did come from, let's just say, a Bayern, even a PSG, even though they're not in the race yet, or a club of that quality, I think Ronaldo would go. I think he could go. But let me just read the article from David Ornstein on Cristiano Ronaldo's situation. It reads as follows. Cristiano Ronaldo has told Manchester United he would like to leave if they receive a suitable offer this window. The Athletic reported last weekend that Chelsea co-owner Todd Bowley met with the Ronaldo's agent George Mendes to discuss his situation and the idea of him switching to Chelsea. Bayern Munich are also thought to have been told about his situation, while Napoli is understood to be interested. PSG are not currently among the clubs interested in pursuing Ronaldo in this window. Now United have been told that he wants to leave should the right bid come in from an interested club. Ronaldo, 37, has 12 months remaining on his contract when he signed Joined United last summer from Juventus. He scored 24 goals in all competitions last season, finishing as United's top goal scorer, but was unable to help them qualify for the Champions League. A lack of Champions League football this coming season and wanting to fight for trophies thought to be part of the reasoning behind his desire to leave. Like I said before, I think any footballing person and Man United fan would know those are Ronaldo's leaving. If we had the Champions League football next season, I don't really think he would leave. Because that's his main desire. As much as we will never win the Champions League, realistically, if we had it, Ronaldo would stay and he'll do his best. I'm certain of that. The article then continues to say the forward wants United to be competitive at the highest level and is said to be keen for them to match his ambition by strengthening the squad. But like I've said, personally, in my opinion, even when you get De Jong, Malacia, Martinez, who else did I say? Anthony, it's a good rebuild. You won't win the league though. You might win like a FA Cup or Carabao Cup even, but even then it's still hard because you'll have to beat City or Liverpool at some point. And even then, I just don't think we're at that point where we could do it. And then, obviously, no Champions League football. So it's just almost like a waste of a year for Cristiano Ronaldo. And then it also says the forward wants to be, I already said that, they have still not made signings since Erik Ten Hag's appointment. Although they are close to adding Malacia, wanting Frenkie de Jong, and in the race for Christian Eriksen and Lisandro Martinez, Manchester United declined to comment. And I would say definitely United would decline to comment. They probably very, very scared because when you lose a player like Cristiano Ronaldo, it sends a meltdown within the fan base. No club would like to lose a player like Cristiano Ronaldo. Look at Barcelona, even with Frenkie de Jong. Barca fans wouldn't want them to lose Frenkie de Jong because it's a very important player and it's a very good player. But I think the situation as we stand now is that there's no fire without the smoke, and I think that there's lots of smoke right now around the Cristiano Ronaldo situation. But yeah, that's all. That's pretty much all I have to say. I just want to check on Twitter here quickly before I wrap up this video. Do smash a like on the video, by the way. Do subscribe if you are new. But yeah, like I said, so David Ornstein, he spoke about it. Jamie Carragher, I'm not gonna read out his thing, but you can go see it on his Twitter. Let's see what else. Anything else? Just say, and this is the other thing. I just saw somebody tweet about it now on my timeline. If Ronaldo was to leave, what would that mean for United? Well, let's just say we are a serious football club. Ronaldo leaves. Ideally, you'd want Manchester United to go and then sign a striker. But the only striker we are really linked with was Nunes, and he went to Liverpool. So Ronaldo leaves. You look at United's striking department, who we have to replace Ronaldo at the club currently. There's no one really. I mean, Rashford really isn't a striker. Martial, I don't know what the situation is. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Martial, but even then, let's just say Martial was our number 9. Is he good enough? And he's like the only one. Ilanga is not really a striker now, easy. And that's about it. That's about it. No Cavani, obviously no Mason. So United don't really have a striker. You have to look at the youth team, but then for a youth player to come and replace a player like Cristiano Ronaldo, even the player that he is now, I mean, nobody can do it. Nobody can do it. So let's just see what else. Sky Sports also saying Ronaldo has concern over Man United's lack of signings and his perceived inability to compete for major trophies. Like I said, I think this was a wake-up call to Ronaldo when he came back to United. I don't really know if he was aware of how United were, but he definitely knows now. But yeah, let me know how you guys would feel. Would you blame Cristiano Ronaldo, number one? Like I said, for me personally, I don't blame Ronaldo. As a United fan, is it going to break my heart? Of course it's going to break my heart. That's the whole reason we didn't want him to go to City. It was like, you couldn't think about it. You're like, why would Ronaldo dare do it, Then he comes back to United. Everyone's so happy. We had to do it, And now, after the season goes by, you're like, Ronaldo, he did his part, but realistically, what did we expect to happen with Cristiano Ronaldo coming? He has exposed the club. He has pointed out the flaws. We are nowhere near on his level of ambition and what he wants to achieve, and we're far from it. Even at best, let's just say a season behind, and that's at best. And you know how United are, so let's just see what happens. However, United do kind of have the power though. Like I said, he's still under contract. United will do everything they can to keep Cristiano Ronaldo at this football club. Don't get that wrong. The Glazers will make sure to do everything they can to keep Cristiano Ronaldo at this football club. Not even just because of his footballing ability, but the commercial side to it alone. So I don't think it's going to be easy. But like I said, if a Bayern came or a PSG came, I'm not going to blame Cristiano Ronaldo for leaving. Ideally, I would like him, if he was to leave, ideally, I wouldn't like him to go to a Chelsea. You know, we would like him to go to a Bayern. I don't mind that. I don't mind that one bit. But to go see him play for another Premier League team will obviously be very heartbreaking. But I think that's just that's just life sometimes. You know, that really is just life sometimes. And I know lots of you guys will blame him. By all means, that's okay. That's okay. We all have our different opinions on the matter. And that's how it should be. But other than that, let's just see what happens. Like I said, there's no fire without the smoke. And I'm sorry, there's no smoke without the fire. And there's currently a lot of smoke around Manchester United and Cristiano Ronaldo. So let's see what happens. Do smash a like on the video. Do subscribe if you are new. I shall see you all very soon. Goodbye.